Velma Senior.
Hey, hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic, us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna and halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-worlders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago. Mr. Sandra will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in? That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever.
I wonder if he's kin. Dad had family that worked for Rizzo's. I never got to meet them.
Everyone's heard of him, even on Monarch. We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something? Oh, you're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay. Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
What are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Rapmask and Canadize, right here.
Okay. You sure have seen a lot of the colony, huh, Dr. Fenhill?
Ellie. And sure, but most of it looks the same from inside a ship.
Sorry, Dr. Ellie. Still, though, don't you find it thrilling? Being in space?
Look, it's just Ellie.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest Tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial Age Mammoths. Aren't they just? When I get to worrying about the marauders outside, the Raptidons chewing at the walls, I just turn my transceiver up to drown it all out. Most of the time it's static on account of the frequency being clogged up, but sometimes it's Tossball. So, what can I do for you? Poor Isaac. How terrible teeth. Right. So the thing with Isaac is he didn't know where to stop. He'd get stuck on something, and he just couldn't let it go. Sometimes he'd drink Purpleberry Punch by the liter. Other times he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money. I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over Tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them. Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Smells like wrapped in here.
Oh, it does work.
Nice thing about traveling with the captain. We meet all sorts of new people.
Sure. Best part is when they pay us.
Who the fuck are you?
We know
Hey, what are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market. Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business. Oh yeah? What are you saying exactly? Wow. Most of the pencil pushers around here cave as soon as you look at them funny. Fine, we're going. This ain't worth it.
Could I get another advance?
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me. Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself? Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna. Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now. Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious. Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
And a Mantisaur problem, and a Marauder problem.
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. Do be careful. I've lost more than a few people to marauders and raptidons out there. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? But that's terrible. What happened? I'm glad to hear you've dealt with them. They've been causing quite a bit of trouble around town. I've been consumed with other matters of late, but I would have dealt with them eventually. Of course I would have. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services. I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you? Then it's good that I keep such meticulous notes. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws. Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2, but back then it was known as Terra 1. Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out. Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to, but there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up. It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out.
I hope you'd treat them nice, whether it was good business or not, Mr. Sanjar. That's what being a community means. Treating people right, because it's the right thing to do.
Like that's what you saw in Edgewater? Come on. People look out for themselves.
A noble thought, Miss Holcomb. Unfortunately, noble thoughts rarely sway board policy. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms. No, they laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2, along with everyone else. Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI.
Must have pissed off some real big suits to get stuck with that.
On the contrary, I wrote lots of very important reports on behalf of top MSI officials before I was able to achieve this position. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages. I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently. Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
If you can't beat him, might as well join him and reach into their pockets.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation. I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship. Oh, believe me, I've learned that much. But I'm also not going to leave MSI at a disadvantage. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
But wait, what happens to the folks stuck on the wrong side of dangerous?
Well, I'm afraid the welfare of a few hundred people is too minor a figure into the board's risk assessments. Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
What can I do for you?
Maybe we got some things in common?
This isn't another thing about wrenches and guns, is it?
Because you're a surgeon and I'm a mechanic. We both fix things, heal them up.
Hate to break it to you, but before I got to Groundbreaker, I fixed more noses than bones. Nowadays, I probably shoot more than I save.
Oh.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for Rap Musk.
Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
Supposedly...
You don't much like me, huh, Valkyrie?
It's nothing personal, I'm just not the touchy-feely type.
It's just... you seem fine with the others. Did I do something to make you unhappy with me?
You gotta stop taking things so personal. You're setting yourself up to make him... regret it! Where were we? They're on us!
Hello? Hello? I hear Boots out there. Wait, can Raps hear Boots? Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Mantiqueen showed up. Then Raptidons, who's a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help? It's easier than it sounds, all right? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions. Phew. Thanks, lady. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belly. Gross.
Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend? What? I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect? That's true. Okay, fine. Here. Thanks a lot, lady.
You and your pen pal seem to be getting along.
Don't make it small. When you say it...
A fine day for business, isn't it? Anyway, what can I do for you? Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board. Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea. It's definitely a firm middle finger.
That's what I like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think so?
Don't encourage him.
I admit I'd been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it? Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it. I knew you were the right person for the job. I suppose I'll leave you to it. You weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it. Oh, yes. No doubt someone else was having a laugh at my expense before you. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them. One of the executives required a transplant.
He's lucky they didn't want a liver or a heart.
I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. Apparently not. In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners. I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
got another fighting me.
Uh-huh. You blind, little bird? Or can you not see I'm busy? Why is it every sissy pig fucker who strolls into my town expects me to smile and shout awful friendly? Welcome to Fallbrook. Only nugget of paradise in this entire law-forsaken land. Like a void damn advert.
I'll bet she's a hoot at parties.
Truthfully spoken, I do aim to properly represent my aforementioned nugget of paradise. I'll be sure to remember that, little bird. Want to tell me what you need? Well, I'm half listening. Good of you to finally haul your ass over here. I wired for backup weeks ago. Got something that's gonna require special extraction from Cascadia. Special as in unlawful, delicate, and deadly. As to the something, no, it ain't a person. Not this time. One of my runners uncovered a cache of Alta Vitae gas, left in a lab when the board abandoned Cascadia. To extract the gas, you'll need to siphon it from the lab in Cascadia into one of your ship's fuel tanks. Totally safe. I do like your gumption, but let's not be hasty. To get to the gas, you'll need to navigate through the town, which is overrun by marauders. The lab itself has become an infested nest, crawling with mantis. You gotta fight through, or figure out some other way to exterminate them. Maybe the ventilation system?
I'm a doctor, not a vet. But what's the worst that could happen?
I shall leave the details to you. Now, after you clear the mantis nest and reach the storage room, all that's left is to get the gas flowing into the fuel system. The task will require someone with technical skills. Or you could force it through with a plasma overload. Don't recommend that option, though, unless you want to get dead.
Load vapors into a liquid propellant tank? I think I know how to do that. No, I can do that. I think. Yes. Mostly? Definitely.
Dandy. Did I mention the gas is of an extremely volatile nature? Handle it with the utmost of care. Once you've got our goods, take them to the groundbreaker. Lilia's fencers ought to handle the rest of it. I've marked the coordinates for you to the lab in Cascadia. Use the passcode Antediluvian on the terminal to get in. But before you make your run, I could use a heavy helping hand regarding a local issue. For a fine fee, of course. Good. This particular matter of opportunity has been eating at me for a while now. There's a Borst factory on up the way, run by a man who calls himself the King. Clive Lundberg, insufferable prick. That aside, it's a business ripe for the plucking. I want it. Clear as that. So, Clive Lundberg, the self-proclaimed Borst King of Monarch, is swimming in profit and drowning in his ego. He's making the only meal to be had this side of Monarch, and I'm tired of ponying up for my dinner. I want that Borst factory, owner dead or alive. And you're the soon-to-be handsomely paid fucker who's gonna get it for me. Guess you've got it figured out then. Good. Hit him where it hurts. In his gut, or his production lines ought to make do. Sometimes the simplest solution is the sweetest. I don't give a whit about the method or the means, just the end. It'll be more than good when you're finished. Maybe not for Clive, but for me and you, I'm sure. Oh, and if you don't fancy going in guns blazing or crawling through a sewer pipe, see Duncan in the Dry Goods and Sundry building. He ought to have an employee ID in that stash of illicit goods he keeps for select clientele. May luck be with you, since I won't be.
Now there's a woman who knows what she wants. I like her.
You know how there's folk who are all crusty outside, but warm and squishy inside? I'm pretty sure she's crust all the way through.
No. What the hell?
Food poisoning is their mistake.
Yeah, we're not even gonna try that shit. Everyone dies this time. Can't have all the factions, I suppose. I didn't even know this was a faction, to be honest. What's up, nerd?
Was the outer world.
It's fun.
It's out there.
Yep.
Alright, we'll go burn myself through some fighting quests really quick. We try to get to 5 more levels.
Anyone and everyone that becomes hostile to me dies. Them the rules. Instead of actually talking my way into this factory, I just decided to kill all the guards. And the guy in charge. I don't really care about losing reputation with them. Plus, the person that hired me said I could go in guns blazing if I decided to.
Yeah. There you go. A little couple shifters. I'd rather not go to Silter.
I've dealt with my fair share of pompous dickheads, but this guy will die. Plus, I haven't been able to go on a murderous rampage just yet, so... Yep. Also take the one faction that has little to no consequences. At least I hope it has no consequences. I don't really know, nor do I really care. bitch. The guy that runs this joint apparently calls himself the king or some bullshit like that. So there's only room for one narcissist in the solar system.
You just call yourself the Emperor. Problem solved.
Ah! I just made someone quit.
Not bad.
Why do I not have a 55 hacking? Shenanigans.
Bitch.
Wait, did I just make all of the factory workers except for the robots quit? Huh. Cool.
Anything requires a charge to enter shell. Okay. Okay.
Increase production rate by 200%.
Not a fight. Fucking asshole.
There we go. Victory. I teabagged the guy who called himself the king. Like theft is a problem. Fuck off. Shit's all mine now. There's nothing he can do about it.
Put a bucket on the head. I can't think that.
That's not how it works anymore. This is an Obsidian game, not a Bethesda game. Where does this take me? It's actually kind of funny. I essentially made everyone quit, from what it seems like, so I just strolled into the boss's room without having to kill anyone else.
Yes. There's so many lives that they...
Yeah, they don't really like me, though. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah, if you weren't fast enough. Yeah, the blueberry tried the fusion dance right as it ended. There we go.
Cool. Now that people have been deadified, well, not everyone, it appears, there are still robots about? Yeah.
Yeah, robots. Yeah, of course, that's like fucking weapon. Really hope this goes right the next season. That would be nice.
I will absolutely loot this place for anything it is worth, to be honest. To be honest, I thought they would be more mad at me than just 72%. You know, considering I killed most of their staff. But I guess basically telling everyone that they're fired got me off the hook.
Leave me alone, you fucking asshole.
Near hostiles. I am not near hostiles, but okay, game.
How about the hostiles near you?
No. Well, if I have to walk my ass back, then I will. I don't want to, but I will. There we go. Fast travel now. I sabotaged his factory, and I killed him. Perfect.
Perfect.
And then I went back and hacked the terminal that I couldn't hack after I leveled up. Because I wanted to.
We're all done. Juanita Gamer shot purple chicken. Gamer chicken.
Ah, cool. I got a house, sort of.
Good guys. Now if I can pick up a shotgun.
Drop point.
Yeah, I got a regular who's been quicker than normal lately. and neither is passing. You'll both break your legs if you lose and choke on pain.
Folks I never met before and my most favorite kind. So, what's your story? That does ring a bell. I remember one lady. She never found her name in the book. I found Huxley placed the flower for her. Huxley's with the iconoclasts. Know of her? She's not quite all there. There's a big trouble from time to time. Once we got stuck in the bathroom, had to break a window to get out. Anywho, she's probably in Amber Heights with the rest of Bray's iconoclast folks.
No, I don't know what I expected from a bar. Should have expected that they only sell alcohol, though. The best thing about having such a high speech skill is I can persuade anything and anyone of anything. And if I can't, then I'll kill them. Because like I said, the game was rigged from the start. Too bad there's not a gun that looks like the Maria, because if there was, I would use it just so I could make that reference every time I had to kill someone. Alright, we'll go to Huxley first. Wait, hold on. Is she in the other goddamn city? I swear to fuck. Okay, no.
I got revenge on somebody who tried to kill me earlier in the game.
You know, there's this thing that this game does that I do like, but it does kind of piss me off. They're called flaws, and my character has 2 flaws. My first flaw is acrophobia. I forgot what that does, actually. After repeatedly falling from great heights, you no longer function well when the ground is far beneath you. Jesus Christ.
That's kind of like vertigo in a way.
Yes. And then plasma weakness. Getting burned too many times has made you susceptible to plasma damage. 25% plasma damage received. See, the thing is, you can choose whether or not you actually take the flaw or not, but you get a fucking perk point if you do take a flaw. And perks are pretty useful.
That makes sense, though.
There's a reason why I don't take too many flaws, though. I'll probably only take 1 more. Because there's an achievement for having 3 flaws.
Oops, try to keep me.
A couple of the flaws I just straight up are unwilling to get. Like, one of them was more physical damage, which is a no-go because I already take too much damage when I'm getting shot. And then another one was always concussed, and I hate the concussed status effect, so never gonna take that. Maybe one of these times I'll do a run where I take every single flaw that I can. Maybe. Maybe I'll forget I ever said those words. I doubt it, though. Oh, actually, so Cody, I was thinking if when I reboot my game, I might do a more futuristic. It'll still be fantasy, and you can still do fantasy characters, but there will be more futuristic stuff.
Okay, oh, fuck, I'm dead. Bitch. Didn't see that coming. I just may have made someone with 3 health.
No, those are just photos. You're welcome to stick.
But I am definitely gonna die. Yep, I'm dead. Spider-Man versus No Feather. And Spider-Man sucks. He got a bot as his second second player. Really? You're gonna go and dance because you beat a bot in 1v1? You're sad. You'd be sad. I need to go over to Lazy Looking. One more person with demand right now.
I'm totally looking to shake her down. Haha, you fool. You revealed your friend's biggest secret, and now I'm gonna go Benny her ass. I was just kidding. You know, Yes Man was the one thing that I really refused to side with because I didn't like him. I didn't side with House because I hated House, but I never sided with Yes Man because I hate robots. I know, taking our goddamn jobs and all that. Oh, what in the goddamn... Dude, this fucking planet pisses me off. It's, like, it's beautiful like every other planet in the game. But it's such windy, turny bullshit that I don't want to deal with. And the funny thing is, I came here for a goddamn casserole originally. Your minds mean nothing to me. Yeah, so there are follower quests in this game, and one of my followers wants to have dinner with her girlfriend. So I had to come to this godforsaken planet to get a casserole and some snacks. And now I can't even continue her quest until I get access to the planet that has the clothing she wants. If it wasn't for the fact that she's my favorite follower, I really wouldn't be putting this much effort into her. It's funny too because she's literally the first follower you can get your hands on. My pistol pew-pews. That makes me happy. Oh, you have that rifle that I wanted, but you don't. This doesn't seem right. Heavily armored units are no longer a threat to me because I just melt their fucking armor. To be honest, I still want to play Fallout New Vegas. Still the best Fallout game. But I honestly think I bought this game for like $40 essentially with the tax, right? Which for an $80 product, because it was the one that comes with both the DLCs, that's pretty good.
That's alright.
Follow the trail of blood. How? The hell? Oh, okay, these big splotches. Also, I got really lucky. I don't know if she's like guaranteed to sell it, but this NPC was selling a version of the starter pistol that did fucking 900 damage. Or no, it was 600, but I buffed it up to 900. And now it does like 1,000. Can't I disarm these? Well, I guess I'll jump over them. Well, it didn't give me a concussion. Ha! Fuck you, Ellie. I wish there was some kind of drug I could take to remove that status effect. Honestly, if this game was multiplayer, it would be a lot of fun to play with someone. I hope if they ever do a second game that they at least try to make it multiplayer. I shot them.
Just remember, I still got bullets in case you're getting any funny ideas. What are you doing out here anyway? That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I'm not through my last scrap here an hour ago. Days like this makes a handy coat so good, but hide out there. And the traps usually keep dropping down. Catherine had us making drops for some big shot flying. So you ask? I don't know who they are. Well, yeah. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere is to keep her identity and whereabouts secret. Marauders knew we were here. Rigged the bridge with explosives and everything. They found us. My guess is they found the flying too. Sounds right. If you got the stand to go after it, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook as soon as I pop my grab.
Well, you won't mind me literally looting your entire base for what it's worth, because if you did, I'd have to kill you. I always love not having the proper hacking skill. Sometimes it's reasonable, like this one where I have 49 out of 60, and sometimes it's 49 out of 140. Ugh. I honestly thought the max to stats was fucking 100. How wrong I was. Stealth was not the primary objective there. I was just trying to get items and shit. Are these better than what I have? No. Well, that sucks. Yeah, no, my fucking pistol, it's called the Salvager's Help. It does 1056 DPS. It's really funny. It's a 3-round burst pistol, essentially. The other weapon that I'm using is the only weapon to the Anti-Cleo line, apparently. Because they make pharmaceuticals.
Alright, well done. All I can do this week. I'm the guy of the storm.
Honestly, though, I really do like this game's uniqueness when it comes to followers. You can choose 2 of your crew members to accompany you instead of just 1 follower. Which is the best follower system I've seen in a game like this. Wait, hold on.
I made it to top 12 by not playing the game.
That's funny.
Work goes all the way up over between Sleepy and Logjam, and I'm over here down at Synapse Station getting stuff done. Over 50 bars, spent about 12,000 gold.
David still hasn't gotten back to me about the forest. He's running out of time to buy the game. I don't even know if he ever will.
I don't think you can anymore. I think the sale ended 15th.
Well, that sucks.
Although I might be wrong, but I don't think you can anymore.
He'll do whatever he wants, I guess. Just basically leaves us, because Rose also isn't really on that much.
What can I do for you? Excellent timing on your part. I broke my fingers once, but I finally completed the Vault 52 story. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the Reformation.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? I'll transmit this data along with the completed Vault 52 right away. That is the bag and badly wait for the Vault to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
The data on my cartridge is even more damning than I could have hoped. It's absolutely UDL with all the corporations. You've given us that deal. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Ooh, it works. Stanford. Oof.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the fine salty non-calcium. What can I do for you today?
Oh.
So is he not telling you every time he tried to fix this thing his own self and busted it even worse? And then said he wasn't fixing it fast enough.
Keep reading only have to whack freaking gas cans to make them explode for no reason. Hey, man.
Not at all.
What the fuck is shooting from where?
All right, and paid as well. I just spend most of my paycheck on the hospital and I'm saving. Lord, no. Some therapy, and mandatory mornings, but it was Sebastian Heaven's fault, really. You can talk to him, of course. He doesn't complain about my day. She's got a little bit of a stick on this day.
So shit with me.
Sort of a strong, stylish type. Unfortunately, my apartment comes filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell. You appreciate it so much. You didn't tell him I wanted you to have just that clean up with your lady, Celia, and you clean. Oh, Mr. Mandy's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I better go back to work. He doesn't have to, but he's got this weird intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got 2 weight limits. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skip on lower body exercises.
They had to make a leg day joke.
I know what I'm looking for. Sorry, someone...
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a Raptidon plant? Or maybe some tailored toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh honey. Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days. And I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working out there, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff. Yo, I see
Oh, cool. You hit another lighting
this.
desk.
So she can get a discount.
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smeared you.
Okay, so the lighting quest is all about leading up to this big slide thing that's coming in tomorrow.
She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a dip. I doubt that no one else has any use for that. You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give it yourself a chance. Make it someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once this shit ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to start raining.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Ethan, I'm not so much really emotional too well. I can help that. I want them to be happy. Have you talked to Sebastian? What did he say?
Let's take that step. One person in the
Excited? Or is he just really weird? Is he like, yay, I'm Celia. It's just that we've been waiting for this, or was it more? So, I don't know anything else going on. Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon plant, it'll be too soon. Oh, what have been going on? I'm sure it's not everything. Now I'm just getting to back to work with. Anyhow, thank you.
bridge off the ground. She just got a free getaway. Rip open chest by setting them on fire, collect 3 fireflies, and travel 500 and text. Jeffrey, stop it. Damn it, that challenge is right in front of me and I didn't do it.
Sure. And once you finish helping me, then we can talk about the posting.
It's the stupidly easy ones that I didn't do them. Fuck.
She runs the betting parlor. Nice professional lady. She asked me about the posting once. Just nice. Made a real generous offer too. I don't have time for game. Even when I'm not breaking others. Fine by me.
Alright, I go deal with her bullshit. No. Fuck? No, I offered to help her. Deal with Braxton, then I'll deal with Nell, maybe. I guess having a doctor in my party is hilarious.
At least my
You know, I find it funny that when an NPC requires me to buy something off of them for a quest, it's considered bribe instead of barter. Like, can I just not buy it off of you like a trade? I really have to bribe you? Doesn't matter. I have the 100 bits, I just didn't feel like spending them. So instead, I'm gonna do this quest and hopefully get a reduced price. Again, I fucked up earlier, so I'm not too keen on spending my bits willy-nilly. Earlier, I was supposed to do a quest where I could steal an item from a colony, essentially. Give it to a bitch who would give me a discount on an item or some shit. I ended up doing the 3 quests involved with those characters and giving them their shit back instead of taking them. So I had to spend 10,000 bits on a nav key for this stupid hellhole of a planet. XP distribution in this game is fucked. I get 1,000 experience per kill, and that's like nothing.
That's good.
These guys are cannibals. I can already tell. They give off White Glove Society kind of vibes, to be honest. Also, the way he dodged my question makes me think he ended up killing the guy. Turns out these guys try to kill me. I'm going to bonk them all to death with my hammer. My flail, whatever the fuck it is. Just get my bonking hammer. There we go.
That's it, I'm getting my mallet.
Right. I mean, it's all fine and dandy. Yeah, no. Found him. Figures. Cool. They killed him. And, yeah. Okay, so the girl's not here, so they were probably waiting for me downstairs. Which... how to deal with a situation like that? Bonk all of them.
Finally, I got the fucking control of a single goddamn game.
My lockpicking needs some work.
Oh,
that could be good, actually.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. That's pretty strong. When my companions go down, they can revive themselves with one of the perks that they all have that I am investing in. But I also... that's actually pretty good too. I also invested in a perk for myself. When I use my inhaler, it heals them or revives them to 25 as well. Oh, yes. Oh no, it's only on that companion. Never mind. Bleh.
Really? Oh, yeah, I'm recording you.
What's this? You're tracking blood into the kitchen. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Person's fucking cheating.
What better end to the day than a meal around the family table? And what more noble purpose for you but to bring us together?
Oh, wow, yeah. This player has been in a fight with 4 different people, hasn't healed a single time, got shot by every single person, still came out with no shield lost.
Ah, they've got plasma weapons. Of fucking course they do. My only weakness. Well, and acrobats, but I'm not gonna stop doing that shit. Oh man, one of them just got disintegrated by my follower.
By your follower?
Yeah, my follower has a flamethrower on her.
Oh, incinerated.
Well, more. Yeah, you ever use a plasma weapon in a Fallout game? They
Oh, it's
fucking.
not a plasma weapon, it's a flamethrower.
Yeah, yes, but flamethrowers use energy ammo in this game, which are plasma weapons.
But it's not a flamethrower.
It's a flamethrower.
It's a plasma thrower.
I need to add a mod to my hammer to make it do elemental damage, because elemental bonks are funny.
But there's a hammer in your mod. Chests on fire, so I need to collect fireflies. And use a 2-in-1 process right there.
Yep, no, see, the moment I walked in, they welcomed me with open arms and even invited me to dinner. So I suspected one of two things. Either we were going to eat the guy I was sent to find, or they were going to try to eat me. Both are correct, technically.
Now, did they say for you to join them for dinner, or for you to be there for dinner?
Joined them for dinner, but then they attacked me because they wanted to eat me. Really means nothing to me because they dead now. Although, White Glove Society energy is always fun.
Damn light gloves.
Yep.
Damn gloves in the society.
To be honest, I didn't even realize they were cannibals at first. I did their entire quest line, and then I killed them all. Except for Mortimer. I think Mortimer actually fucking killed me. A lot. Alright. Oh. I got a unique weapon from the guy they murdered. There was a weapon in his corpse. It's called Supper Time.
What's it do?
It does corrosive damage. And it's a one-handed sword, which... I don't know if I prefer that over my bonk, but it looks cool. Does bleed damage. Don't play with your food as its flavor text. But that would be 3 weapons that I have that are corrosive. It's not really my style. Fuck it. Why not? Oh, wait, that's unique armor. It's also butt ugly. What does it do?
That cosmetics don't exist. Oh, speaking of cosmetics, the next update at the end of September for Rise is going to bring in weapon cosmetics.
That's cool.
That way, and also they're going to be I know you're not going to be able to really do it, but they're actually going to do some weapons in the Nintendo shop that are skins that are actually pretty decent looking. What's somebody landed right fucking now?
Yep. Give her the power armor and take her clothing for myself, because I actually like her clothing a lot. Well, this is just a shit show.
On the Fireflies.
My mother wants to watch Firefly with me again. Like, I haven't watched it enough. I don't know if it could be.
I haven't actually watched it.
I mean, it could be fun. I just don't. Ooh, nice hat. Nice. I don't know if I really want to watch it again. I'll have to think about that. Also gotta remember, though, I really hate watching TV shows, usually. Even the ones that I enjoy can be unbearable sometimes. I will give that some thought.
Yeah.
Simple, classic, time-honored, the top hat. Most. Oh, all hit. You're now available. I see. Leadership skills and persuade. Engineering plus 15. Oh no, my engineering dropped below 100. But not by much. Oh my god, that's funny.
Headshot.
You know what? All of my stats are now mostly positive because of the top hat, so... Sure.
Funny part is that your death was not intended. Decided to confront me. I mean, no, I came here for Fireflies and there's none.
Actually, I just realized I can give my goggles to Ellie. Not Ellie. Do her stats affect my stats? I don't think they do. No, they don't. And it bumped my engineering up to 15. So actually it does, but... Or 100. Fuck. Stupid.
Words. Ready to true.
My old armor has, hold on. My old armor has more protection than her armor did. So I'll give her my old armor. There we go.
There's some Fireflies here. Damn, this is really annoying right now. Game's not being nice to me.
I don't know how to feel about them bringing item conditions back. It does make sense. I just don't know how I feel about it. But at least I don't need a perk to fucking repair my shit. I can just repair it if I have enough parts. I just realized something, actually. I don't know if there are any slaves in this game, but one of my favorite YouTubers does game playthroughs where he plays games as Abraham Lincoln, and since there's a top hat and I think there's a suit, I would love to see him play this game as Abe Lincoln.
He probably already did.
No, he didn't. He's only done one video as far as I know. And that was when he killed everything in this game. He just released the Fallout 4 video where he played as Abe Lincoln.
I'll give you a friendly welcome, but much
Give me
more
less
sucking
than
your guts. Even old Bess and Edgewater are taking use. Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my
Dude,
guest.
there's one more wildlife.
I wasn't trying to be rude, it's just your flaming apparatus isn't making a strong plan, so your ceiling isn't ceiling height, and... Oh, I see what you're saying. Huh. I'll have to try that. Anyway, what do you folks need? Daddy's got his boot on and stuck covering your ship?
Sweet. Boom. Done.
That's...
I was trying to figure out why something was glitching. There was a wolf stuck on a bouncing mushroom.
Yeah, I didn't wish that on Catherine himself. Still, it's good to know what happened here. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind? Sure can. If you want to pay me more than I was offering. Fair enough. The damn thing's gonna cut us anyway. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Stealing such a nasty word. Let's call her stealing. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed a fair bit is supposed to get used a little faster on Jackson.
Yeah, there's still no fireflies here.
I'm just fine for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the space is still section is keeping up. And Braxton knows how to get this all clean, fast, and mostly human free. Or near, I guess. Caleb Merritt runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning down. So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's different. We and told her we walked out. Said they would come back unless I told them that. You mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check you out. He's usually good.
I really don't want to do the main story just yet.
I just walked up on a guy getting jumped by a wolf.
Oof.
One.
Why don't you grab a chair? Sit a spell and rub it.
Ooh, it's taxi.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Just so hard to find front doors and taxis.
Forever. If we keep soaked up our bits, next time we can save them time down. I reckon we can last a week or two at least. I never meant to poke on anyone's head on plate. It's almost like a fake case of drinking food. Devil it is. Now you got me feeling safe. Fine. I guess we'll go back to work for some time. We'll find a better time to do this. Tell Velma not to worry. We'll look out.
The power of lying works again. I mean, I was hoping I could just persuade him, but since persuasion wasn't an option, I lied to him.
There's a form of persuasion.
That was an easy experience, just relying to someone.
Oh. You're definitely getting reported.
Oh, what happened?
Prior to Kamehameha, I was already shooting her before she even started firing along to the fact pushing her to the ground. As soon as she hit the ground, I started spraying her with an SMG, and she immediately won with a hammer when I was at full health still.
Oof.
There she goes. She's dead now.
There's no point in holding on to that.
I had a gold ACOG too. Yeah, the whole fucking remaining roster just fucking glided into the game. Literally watching as I get shot, Chief gets shot, and all of a sudden like 5 people come gliding into the finale.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet?
God damn.
I keep wondering if it's come in. Would you look at that?
Really, man, now.
You can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. Can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bitch I was going to spend at the bar this week. You know what? Take my old crossbar blocker too. Never get the chance to use it before.
Really nice. Literally doing a week where you would get my shit done right now. Like really. I just need a goddamn fucking taxi.
Yeah? I mean, what do you need? Nothing. Name. Maybe.
Oh, there's a Spider-Gwen hand in there. The hand keeps changing on that event banner.
What?
That banner that they've been advertising for the next season.
In what?
And then it keeps changing for Fortnite.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I honestly wasn't paying attention to the next season shit.
They really haven't said much other than the last like 2 Vibing Plus are the ones that brought it up. But supposedly your character is the only one remaining because everyone else is missing right now.
I'm just trying to do, like, all of the fucking side quests on this godforsaken planet so I can get the fuck off of it and never worry about it again. It's, like, not even, like, the visuals are good, like I said earlier. It's just that I hate navigating this fucking planet, and the enemies annoy the shit out of me. A good few of them use fucking plasma, like, they shoot little balls of fire at me, which, if I don't chug like 3 or 4 healing items, will kill me since my plasma resistance was reduced by 25%.
Yeah. I literally just need a taxi and I'm done for Fortnite.
Yeah, what?
I need to find a taxi. I literally gotta travel 500 meters.
Tilted Tower gas stations. Sorry.
I've actually been to gas stations, and it's been nothing but whiplashes, surprisingly.
Check the big gas station. They're usually at the pump if they spawn there. You still might have to wait a couple of games before you find one there, but Yeah. That's the only, it's the only thing I can think of. Why did you walk into the sulfur, you dipshit? You deserve that.
Your partner NPCs killing themselves.
Ellie, our combat medic, walked into the sulfur pool like a dumbass and it started hurting her.
Taxi, please don't have a fucking bleed on it. But yeah, once I get that done, I'm actually going to get off for the night. I go in actually at 11 today.
Oof. Alright.
I just wanted to get the last of the bonus stuff I needed.
Yeah.
140, got the bonus stuff I cared for. And Fortnite's going to start their maintenance at 2 a.m.
Oh, the chapter's ending tonight?
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame I didn't get that midnight whatever the fuck skin, but honestly, lazy. Also, I just got this game yesterday, which is also probably the reason I didn't join you. I'm having too much fun.
There we go, 140. I got as far as I need to care about this game.
Sounds about right, to be honest.
I got everything that isn't a ugly looking cosmetic skin.
There were a couple of the ones on pages 1 and 2 that I liked, but it's not worth my time.
I just exploded a ball with a truck. One gas station there.
I will catch you later then.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger? Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free this world? I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's still looking for me? Had hoped she'd accept my decision. According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she crammed a fear of danger down my throat. Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool.
Show up with a bottle of vodka and some real good cusses. That'll show her how much you've grown.
Then she'll think they've brainwashed me into some kind of hooligan. As far as she's concerned, if I make any decision that's not aligned with hers, someone else convinced me. She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. Why would I go back again? What'll be different this time? You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't control me anymore. No one can.
All I'm saying is it ain't worth it. It's gonna taste like sulfur all the same.
Oh, Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound. Tell the Captain how grateful we are, Tuk Tuk.
Mama, I told you that I'm not staying. I just came back to talk to you about why I left. Then I'm going back to Amber Heights.
Oh, we'll get that silliness sorted out. You're safe here with me, and that's how it's going to stay. Isn't that right? There's nothing to work out. My baby's back home, and that's all there is to say on the matter.
No, Mama, I have plenty to say about this, but that's between us. Now, you promised the Captain a reward, so settle up. Then you and me can have a long talk.
Here, kind stranger. This is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to save. But it's more than worth it to have my Tuk Tuk home safe again.